In 2026, a strange paradox is unfolding. While the world's traditional economic giants are bracing for a grey winter of aging populations and stagnant growth, one nation is attempting a feat never before seen in economic history. India is currently adding the equivalent of a new London to its urban GDP every single year. In just the first half of this fiscal year, Apple exported 22.9 million units from Indian soil. That isn't just a supply chain shift, it's a tectonic realignment. But here is the question no one is asking. Can a nation of 1.4 billion people leapfrog to $15,000 per capita income? The answer lies in 6 specific engines, and one of them is about to flip the global energy market on its head. For decades, India was the promised land that never quite arrived. India had the brains, but it lacked the veins. Logistics costs were a staggering 14% of GDP, compared to 8% in the US. Therefore, Make in India was more of a slogan than a reality. Meet Rajesh. In 2014, he averaged 250 kilometers a day due to broken roads. Today, thanks to the national highway expansion, he's hitting 500 kilometers. This is the heartbeat of the $3 trillion surge. Engine 1 and 2. The manufacturing J-curve. It started with assembly, but the trust framework changed the game. Domestic value addition in electronics is skyrocketing from 30% to a projected 90% by 2027. We aren't just putting parts together anymore. We are etching the future into silicon. Engine 3. The digital backbone. India's UPI now processes over 12 billion transactions a month. That's more than Visa and MasterCard's combined monthly volumes in the US. This isn't just about payments. It's about data. India is now the world's #1 data center hub in Asia Pacific, with 950 millilallus of installed power. Engine 4. The green energy hedge. Here is the global zoom-out moment. While Europe struggles with Russian gas and the US debates fracking, India is betting the house on green hydrogen. The goal? $10 billion in foreign investment by 2030. With the Iran crisis making oil prices a permanent risk, India's 500 GW renewable target isn't just green, it's a survival strategy. Engine 5 and 6. Pharma and the final frontier. India already provides 60% of the world's vaccines. But through the EU-India FTA, it's moving from generics to high-end drug discovery. And above it all, the space sector. Since Chandrayaan-3, private space firms have proliferated, aiming for 10% of the $500 billion global space market. But let's get real. A fortress economy still has cracks. The World Bank is clear. To hit the developed status by 2047, India needs a sustained 7.8% growth rate for 20 years. Right now, only 12% of the construction workforce, the people building this new India, is formally skilled. If the skill mismatch isn't solved, the engine eventually stalls. Inequality remains the ghost in the machine. If the top 10% drives 70% of the consumption, the engine eventually stalls. How does India become a $15,000 per capita nation without a carbon footprint that kills the planet? The answer is digital public infrastructure. By 2035, the India you see on the map won't just be a country, it will be a digital industrial fortress, a nation that exports its software, its medicines, and its green energy to the world. The India story isn't about catching up to the West. It's about proving that in the 21st century, you don't need to follow the old map to reach the destination. The map is being rewritten. And for the first time in 300 years, the ink is being manufactured in Delhi. If the scale of the green hydrogen bet surprised you, wait until you see our next deep dive into the global semiconductor war. Do you think India can hit the 40% investment to GDP target by 2035? Let's discuss below.